Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. We're back from our trip and I just wanted to sit down and hang out with you guys and do like a little home movies moment and show you some of the footage and photos and things that we were doing when we were in Kauai. We had an amazing time. I just wanted to hang out with you guys. So if that sounds like fun, stick around because I'm about to get into it. But before I do, if you haven't already, please like and subscribe because it really does help me out a lot and it is always greatly appreciated. And with that being said, let's get into today's video. Okay guys, so I've got my computer in front of me and I downloaded stuff from the GoPro, from my personal camera that I use here to vlog, and my cell phone. So there's some stuff, but I'm going to do my best to consolidate it in post so that it's not going to be some lengthy thing. And if it's a long video, then maybe I'll just like chop it up and, you know, we'll do 2 videos. We're going to see how it goes. But I wanted to start by, you know, the very beginning of the trip and something that had happened when we were there. So we're sitting on the plane and we're getting ready to, you know, taxi, and it actually does start to taxi or doing the runway thing, and then it stops because there's an issue. So they turn around and park all over again, and we're sitting there for what they're saying is going to be like 10 minutes because they're having some kind of technical difficulties. Nothing major, they said, but you know, it's a technical difficulty thing. And we're just kind of hanging out and waiting. They say it's going to be 10 minutes. 10 minutes turns into an hour. Then we're waiting for paperwork. So all this stuff is happening. The plane hasn't even taken off yet. And I'm sitting there and I'm thinking, okay, I'm a little nervous because we're already having technical difficulties. Now, I'm not one that gets kind of freaked out with flying. It doesn't really, you know, I'm usually okay. Takeoff is kind of, and then landing is kind of, but for the most part, I'm usually all right. I don't really panic on that sort of thing. It's not my big scare. But with this going on, I was a little nervous, and it's kind of like free seating, so Pat was sitting behind me. We weren't able to sit next to each other, and there was a woman that was right next to me that was incredibly nervous. So I was basically trying to put my focus on her and to comfort her as we were, you know, getting ready to finally take off, and she kind of had her head down, and so it was like a whole nervous moment when we were taking off. And then for a lot of the flight, it was incredibly rocky, bumpy. Rocky's not the word, turbulence. There was a lot of turbulence. It was very, very bumpy. It was probably one of the bumpiest flights that I've ever been on. So the reason why I wanted to start the video off like this is because I was actually very nervous, and I'm usually fine, but this was a scary flight for me. Just getting there was freaking scary. And Kauai is, I'm in California, so they're 2 hours behind us. So when we got there, you know, it was kind of like getting into the vibe of things getting reversed 2 hours back, and you know, the whole settling in and all that stuff. I wish I traveled more often. I don't do it often. I'm not super used to it. But once we did get there, it wasn't like Maui. I'd gone to Maui many years ago. I think I told you guys this when I was like 23, and it was a whole different experience. But I already had kind of like this preconceived notion. And I remember when I got off the plane in Maui, the air was very heavy. It was very humid. I don't remember what time of year it was, but it was uncomfortably warm and sticky, and I was kind of expecting the same thing when we went to Kauai. It was not like that at all. We landed and it was beautiful. It was nice and cool. It was, you know, overcast. It was even a little rainy when we first got there. So the first video I'm going to show you guys as we're, you know, going into all this is this row of trees as we were driving to the resort, and it was just, I don't know, it was breathtaking. The car was a bit of a thing. It's kind of funny because they were a little behind, you know, getting cars prepared. I guess a lot of people maybe had already landed and stuff like that, so they're cleaning cars, getting stuff ready. So Pat decided to upgrade, and we ended up spending, I think, a little more than we needed to on the rent-a-car, but you know, it all worked out. We had a car that was already ready, and it was a larger vehicle, which we needed for, we had a lot of stuff. So, you know, it worked out, but at the same time, I kind of wish that we had waited for a car to get cleaned because it would have been a little less costly. But regardless, it was nice. And yeah, this is us, and we're on the road, and we're headed to, you know, the timeshare where we were staying at. Then there's another video where I'm showing you guys, and I posted this on my Instagram, so if you're not following me there, I usually link it below. You guys can go ahead and check out my Instagram or TikTok if you want to. I believe I posted it on both. And basically it's just showing, you know, video of the resort and just how beautiful it was, and how, oh my God, plush and comfortable the beds are. You know, when you stay somewhere else and they have these extra soft, amazing pillows, and the bed is just soft and everything's just so luxurious and beautiful. It was so beautiful, the room. It was so amazing, and I was just really excited to be there. So next is like the grounds and all that stuff, and sorry, I'm making a lot of noise here, but I'm just kind of showing you guys the grounds and all that, and you know, what we were seeing while we were there.
What you doing?
I'm recording.
We had a wonderful dinner, and then we went for a drive on this really cool hike to this national park that they had, and that's where they had this really rich red dirt. They use it to make dirt shirts. They do this mixture where they do like dirt shirts and all that stuff. It's a thing out there in Kauai. I ended up getting one, and I'm going to show you guys in a later video like the haul thing that I'm going to do. But this is some of the footage of that. Holy Hannah. Oh my God. It's beautiful. Huh.
Proceed to the route. Uh-oh. We're proceeding to the route.
Woo! Do you want to put your phone in my bag?
Yeah. You might be dropping your camera. Careful.
Oh,
it's gone.
No, it's on the...
It'd be gone.
It's okay. It's on the stick.
Okay.
You want to be in my video? Of course you do. Yeah, I don't even know if it's recording. I can't even see. Oh.
That wasn't it though.
Wait, stretch my arm out to record. That wasn't it. What are you doing? Are you sure?
That wasn't it. I
kind of feel like that was it though.
This was it right here.
Are you gonna pull over?
No.
Okay, slow down so I could like drop and roll, tuck and roll. Okay, we paid so we can park.
Yes.
Just go right to that muddy spot.
Why does it look like it's been raining up here?
Maybe they watered.
The dirt. Here, I'm gonna park right here.
No!
Here, park it right here. We're good. Go ahead. Hop
No,
on out.
I don't want to get out there.
God, come on.
I'm not getting out there.
Yes, I'll be back. I'll see you in a little bit.
No, go forward. Stop it. Come on, man.
Okay, hang on. Wait. What's going on?
Ooh, don't break this car.
Hang on, I'm trying to figure out where I'm supposed to... Okay, we're good right there. All right, you ready?
Don't put me in the hole thingy with the water, please. Stop it. You're so freaking mean to me.
How is it over there now? Is it dry?
I don't know yet. I have to look. Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah?
Yeah, don't back up though. Stop the car. I don't trust you. He's like, oh, I go to step out and you just back up. Turn it off though.
It's got air conditioning though.
Are you gonna go out with me?
Yes, I am. Ooh, what are you recording?
Oh.
We should just go lay there on that bench.
Why are we laying down right now? These are activity times. We're like waiting for a nap. What happened to like, I want to go swimming? Where did that guy go?
I do want to go swimming.
When you said, do you want to take a picture? Like, never mind. Yeah, get me with that dude right there.
Okay, there it is. And over here,
moved.
the valley behind us.
I feel like you're getting a picture
All right, one more time.
Up my nose.
Okay.
Make me look cute. And we just kind of walked around and took some video and laughed and had some fun. You guys can see there's just this really beautiful canyon that they have. It's almost like the Grand Canyon. It's got like a little waterfall, and the place was stunning. And then we went to another place for dessert because they had this amazing pie there that Pat liked, this coconut pie. I didn't try it because I guess they changed the recipe and they put a bunch of chocolate in it, and I'm not able to eat chocolate. I'm allergic to that. So the pie is there. It's this really nice little cafe, and I got myself an iced coffee, and he got a little smoothie, and we were just kind of hanging out, having our dessert, and then we went ahead and went for a little hike afterwards.
Where's the trail go?
I want people to think that I'm really active.
They'll be able to tell. If I'm in the picture, they'll know right off the bat. They're like, what the pea doing hiking?
Look at the little babies.
Hi guys.
Oh my god, they're so cute. Okay, I just want to go up just a little here.
She's suckering me into it.
You gonna wait here? Okay, I'll be right back. All right. Ooh. These branches are really low. Oh. Super steep. Oh, but it's beautiful. Lots of bugs. A lot of bugs. All right. Hi.
Video running?
I had to stop. There's a lot of bugs up there.
Yes, I
I saw the bugs and I turned around.
mosquitoes.
Yeah, I don't want to be in there. They're going to bite me.
Picture like that trail was really hard.
The next day we'd had already ready for us was off-road adventure, and this was so much fun, and you get completely just dirty out there. You get so much dust and dirt kicked into your face while you're out on these little, like, I don't know what the hell, these little ATV things. Well, you have to record yourself too.
It's wide angle. It's seeing both of us.
Make sure you point your look at it though. There. Ready. I look good.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
One more in there real quick.
This is crazy. Beautiful though, isn't it?
Yeah. Let's see dirty face. Show us dirty face.
Sure, look at your face. No.
Come on, dirty face, come here.
No.
Hey, wait a minute. Oh my goodness.
It's just, there's a lot of dust, there's a lot of dirt, but there's some amazing, lush, beautiful mountainsides. And, we ended up at the ocean. We were kind of like wandering around. There was this cave that we were checking out that they had, previously you were able to drive through, but it turns out that Mark Zuckerberg bought this piece of land that has this gorgeous waterfall that is on the other side of that cave, and you are not allowed to go through it anymore, which was kind of a drag, but it didn't dampen the trip for me. I was still having a great time on this adventure. I'd never done this before. We got freaking filthy. It was hilarious. You can see in the picture that I had this mask over my face. It did nothing. It did absolutely nothing. So as the trip, was winding down and we're going through all this stuff, and you guys can see some of the footage that I'd taken of us actually, driving the vehicle. I didn't realize that I put the GoPro in this time-lapse mode that made it go really fast, which apparently, just kind of like, I'm not able to fix it. I've already pulled it into my editing software here, and I can't really slow it down much more than what I'm showing you guys. But I did speed it up accidentally because I'm not, well-versed with that camera yet. I have a lot of learning to do on it, and it just kind of happened. But regardless, I probably would have sped it up a little bit because we were, driving around out there for a little while. It's a 4-hour deal, and, you do the bug spray and all. I brought bug spray this time. I had forgotten when we did our honeymoon in Bora Bora, we got just chewed up by mosquitoes, but there's not a lot of mosquitoes in Kauai, but I'm so glad that I brought bug spray just in case. So I didn't really have any issue with that, which was great, and neither did Pat. We were nice and protected, so yay, I did good on that one. But anyway, I didn't drive for this little adventure here because I'm not well versed in these type of vehicles either, and there are cliffs involved, and I thought it's just better to go ahead and let Pat go ahead and take care of it. So he did the driving, I did the recording. That's why things got a little sped up and kind of funky, but we still had an amazing time. And they end the trip, like I said, in this kind of beachy area where I did take some video footage of me kind of wandering around in this really beautiful foliage kind of area, and then we walked back up to get back in the little, off-road deals and head back to where we started. And on our way up, this young lady tripped and had, you know, a terrible fall. Poor thing. She kind of scraped her knee open, and I could tell that she was really jangled. So I was, you know, trying to help her up the rest of the way, because it was pretty steep. I wish we'd gone back up the way we'd come down, but you know, I guess they threw that in there because in lieu of the waterfall, I'm guessing, because can't go to the waterfall anymore, so they added the beach into it. They had to, you know, kind of improvise, you know, to make it the 4 hours, because that's the whole deal with the trip. So helping this lady up, poor thing, and usually I'm like a walking pharmacy, and I got the Band-Aids, and I got, you know, this, that, and the other. I didn't. It's like, I don't know, I wasn't fully prepared for this. I wish that I were, but, you know, they did have a little kit, the guys with them, and they were able to help her out, and my heart went out to her, because I could tell she was a little, you know, shooken up after falling like that on, you know, that little hillside that we were walking up. It was pretty rough, and her husband was there with her to help her, but, you know, I'm just kind of like, oh, let me help you. Are you okay? Everything's fine. That was, yeah, so that was that moment. And, you know, other than that, we had an amazing time. We had so much fun, and we just laughed the whole way. And yeah, it was covered in dirt. I think we had to each take like a couple of showers to get it washed off. It took a moment. That stuff, it sticks to you. So after that, you know, we went ahead and we watched like the sunset and had a nice dinner, and then we were going into our next day. So our next adventure was the boat ride, and that was, you know, for snorkeling and seeing more of the island and all, you know, the oceanic creatures. We got up early for this one. It was like really dark out, and it was raining, so I was thinking, oh, it's kind of cold. We're gonna get on a boat, and it was just kind of rough start to the day. I was having my coffee, and, you know, off we go, because it was literally, it was the butt crack of dawn. I mean, I'm not, you know, that's just, you know, what we had scheduled it for. And when we were thinking back on it, probably would have been better to take the second trip out, which would have been in the afternoon, because again, it was another 4-hour deal of, you know, getting to experience this next adventure. You know, and I'm not complaining. It was great, and I'm gonna get into it, tell you guys all about it, but I think, you know, looking back on it, it would have been a bit clearer of a moment in the day, you know, a bit more sun and that stuff. For, you know, parts of the island would have been a lot easier to see, where it was just a little bit kind of misty and whatever, but it didn't change how beautiful it was. Just kind of throwing that out there. It was something that we had talked about when, you know, we were after the fact, but we get there, we figure out what boat we're going to get on, and we're riding the ocean waves. And basically it's like the start of the tour, and there's whale watching and all that involved. There were some whales. There was a mom and a baby, and it was really cool. And, you know, the guy's telling us the stories about the island, this, that, and the other. And it is very choppy. The water is extremely rough as we're, you know, going through the beginning part of this journey. And the lady behind us is incredibly seasick. So lady on the plane is terrified. Lady on the dirt bike or the whatever, the ATV thing, falls and hurts herself. And now I've got a young woman behind me who is incredibly seasick. So we're all like, it was just such a trip, and I just felt so bad for her. She was having the hardest time getting out there, and it was really rough. It wasn't, when I say rough, like just, oh, you know, it's a little rocky. It was like, it was a lot. It was a lot. There was a lot of listing, and, you know, a lot of, you know, up and down and splashing and all kinds of stuff. You know, she was a lot better on the way back, but getting out there, she was having a hard time. We did get to see some whales. It was amazing. It was beautiful. We saw dolphins. It was a very active ocean kind of day, and it was so beautiful. I'm really glad that we went ahead on this adventure, because it was just, it was breathtaking. The ocean is just incredible, so blue and so beautiful. I remember Maui, I don't know, the marine life was just so vibrant, where in this footage that I'm showing you guys where we're doing the snorkeling, it's a little bit darker, and maybe because it was the gloomy day, and, you know, a lot has changed with the environment over the years, unfortunately, so the reefs weren't as, like, you know, wow as, you know, it was back when, you know, I went to Maui. Still gorgeous, still glad that we went. And the mask that I had for snorkeling was great because you could dive under the water, and it had like a float in it so that you didn't have to clear the water out of the mask when you came, you know, back up to the surface. So it was a lot easier to swim around and do, you know, all that stuff. And I'm trying to like create bubbles with my hands to make it look all cool and stuff. That didn't work out too much in the footage, you'll see. But, you know, I was trying to do something fun and whatever, trying to be artsy and trying to make it interesting. At least it shows how pretty my nail color was at the time, you know. But regardless, it was beautiful. And yeah, we just had a lot of fun doing that. And on the way back, it was a lot calmer. And the young lady that was with us felt a lot better. Thank God, because yeah, dude, she was having a hard time. I felt really bad for her. That was rough. The next day, after we had our little ocean tour, it was kind of like just free day. You know, we're just going around checking out things in the town, and we're body surfing. And like I said in the beginning, I am not a well-versed body surfer. I would love to sit here and say I can surf and I can do all that stuff. I can't. But what I have here for you guys is some really funny footage of me trying to do so. So enjoy that.
That's it. Hey, get it. Turn around. I think you're too far in. I think somebody just did a face plant. What happened? You're supposed to keep the board under you. Okay, you got a couple more to do. You know, they're definitely gonna work. Go ahead.
Maybe a little bit bigger one.
Okay, that was kind of fun.
Actually, you're still kind of in the zone for the big one.
Huh? Oh, there he is.
He's gonna bring him over here to say hi. Yeah, he's a big. Oh, here we go.
Oh, goodness.
No?
Nice. Did you keep your fins on?
Woo! What?
You keep your fins on?
Barely.
We also got really great footage of a sea turtle that you guys will see here. What a beautiful creature. He was out there, he or she, I can't really tell, was out there every day that we've gone to swim. There's several of them. There's families of them. There are the seals that come up to the shore and they hang out. You're not allowed to touch them or mess with them or anything like that. They have special areas that are crossed off where you're not, you know, supposed to go near them. But it was just so breathtaking and so beautiful. And yeah, I just wanted to share that moment with you guys because it's pretty incredible. And then we went ahead and did some driving around the town. You can see some of the footage here. You can see us being goofballs and having fun and just, you know, laughing in the in the car, you know, and that's really pretty much how we are on a daily basis, to be honest. We went to another park where they have, you know, waterfalls and stuff like that. Again, you have to pay to get in, you have to schedule time. We didn't know that at the time, but we did get to go into this really cool cave. I didn't go all the way in. It's like a crawling kind of area where you got to crawl through to get to the next area, and I just didn't want to do that. But we went around and did some shopping and grabbed some things for, you know, for ourselves and for family members and all that stuff. There are a lot of really cool shops there. And, you know, Pat went ahead and got me this beautiful dress because we decided to go to a luau on our final day, which was Thursday.
Okay, sweetheart.
Yes, honey.
Tell everybody how punctual I am.
Incredibly.
Huh?
Very, very timely manner of things.
Am I punctual?
Yeah. You come early.
It's almost. Really?
The outfits and the dancing and all of it was just mind-blowing. I'm glad that we got to experience it because we almost weren't going to go. We were just kind of like, well, you know, let's just keep doing what we're doing and explore the island and check out, you know, as much as we can. They also had the botanical gardens and all that stuff. All these things that, you know, I didn't realize were even going to be you know, a part of the trip, I just was stuck in that state of mind of, you know, when I went to Maui and how there was just very little that we were able to do at the time. But this island is so different from that. There's so much more going on. And yeah, so we checked out the shops and we went to this amazing luau and we were watching sunsets and just basically enjoying the time. And yeah, just these are the photos and things that I just wanted to add in here for you guys so you can see a lot of laughing and a lot of joy and just us being silly kids. So the last bit of footage there is us flying out of Kauai and coming back home, which went a lot smoother than, you know, getting out there. And yeah, that is my little home movie deal that I wanted to sit down and share with you guys. And yeah, it was really great to, you know, have this time and to go there and hang out and to see, you know, Pat get to relax and enjoy himself because he really does work very hard, and it's certainly a well-earned, well-deserved vacation. We had an amazing time, and I know I said I was going to do a live while I was there, but the truth is we had so much going on that there just wasn't time to do it. And I thought, you know, this would be a lot more fun. You guys would get to see, you know, everything that was happening and what we were doing and how silly we are together and some of our jokes and stuff. It seemed like this would be a better way to share the experience. So anyway, I can't wait to talk to you guys about it in the comments. Let me know what you think. And yeah, thank you so much for sticking around and watching. I really do appreciate it. I hope you guys are doing really good, and I will catch you all in the next one. Bye.